Mr. President, my respected colleagues, the Senate notes that the Brass LNG was incorporated by the Corporate Affairs Commission on the 9th of December 2003 and is limited by shares of $1 million United States dollars. The Senate observed that the shareholders of this company had the federal government through the Nnpc, represented by Mr. Funshoku Bolokun, with 490,000 US dollar shares. Philip Brass Limited, whose address is in Cayman Island, British West Indies, represented by Mr. R.L. Smith, with a share capital of 170 United States dollars. The third is ENI International BV, with address in Amsterdam, Netherlands, represented by Mr. A. Fazoli, with a share of 170 United States dollars, $1,000. While the fourth shareholder is Chevron Texaco Brass LNG Limited, with address in Bermuda, represented by Mr. J.A. Pryor, with a share of 170,000 United States dollars. Mr. President, my very distinguished colleagues, the Senate this morning observes that from corporate affairs records, the following directors of the company, amongst other foreigners, are 1. Gaius Obaseki Jackson, former Group MD Nnpc. Yakubu Andrew, former Group MD Nnpc. Ibogomo Benyesa, staff of Nnpc, as I speak, is still a staff of Nnpc. Dawa Joseph Talma, staff of Nnpc. Ige David, staff of Nnpc. And lastly, Mr. Buba Muhammad. The Senate observes from the Memorandum of Understanding of Brass LNG is supposed to be a joint venture company, with Nnpc having controlling shares, and the account is supposed to be domiciled with the Central Bank of Nigeria. Surprised that the account of this company is with Keystone Bank, opened on the 1st of August 2012, with account number 10058251168, a United States domiciliary account with a closing balance of 137,086,462.54 kobo. Dollars, I'm sorry. While the sum of $648,000, 179,487 was recorded as the account last inflow on 19 September 2016, with a withdrawal of $4 million US dollars, which was effected on the 18th of November 2016 without BVN. The Senate observes that a lot of questions are begging for answers as regards this company, Brass LNG. The status of investment and principal objectives of the company we need to ascertain, the signatories to the account, the status of federal government investment in this company, the return on investment, was due process followed in the formation and appropriation of shares in the company. All these we will need to unravel. The need for the motion then. The Senate convenes that there is an urgent need to define the position of the company vis-a-vis its operations, management, and mandate in order to halt this seeming corruption. The Senate thereby accordingly resolves to mandate the Committee on Public Accounts to carry out a holistic investigation into the activities of Brass LNG and the complicity therein, as well as the level of corruption that has taken place, and report back to the Senate within 4 weeks. Mr. President, my respected colleagues, there is a popular Bogu adage that says that when you fetch a wood that is infested with ants, then when you see the company of lizard in your domain, you should not be surprised. Mr. President, what I have brought to the notice of the Senate is that there are a lot of clandestine companies registered fictitiously with the design to misappropriate and steal government money. And government officials find themselves as directors in this company and begin to steal through this process. So I want to bring this to the attention of the Senate that we need to unravel this whole exercise to find out what has happened to our investment, what is the function of this company, what are they doing, and why are we investing in the company? And since it was a federal government share, federal government have a controlling share, the account is supposed to be domiciled with the central bank. Why is it with a private bank? And now that it's with a private bank, the last $4 million that was withdrawn from that account, who signed it? Nigeria, Mr. President, is not a banana republic. We introduced the BVN to check corruption and also check money laundering in this country. How are they running an account that have no BVN? And yet withdrawals have been made from that account. So we need to invite the bank, invite all the relevant stakeholders and unravel this corruption. We have no other country to call our own bodies. While they will continue to steal government money, this chamber will continue to expose corruption, not minding whose horse is God. We cannot keep quiet in the face of outrageous stealing and corruption. Mr. President, I will not belabor us with unnecessary commentaries. I want my colleagues to give the relevant committee the opportunity to go into this matter and unravel the truth. Mr. President, I thank you for your attention, and I say God bless the Nigerian Senate.